Hey everyone, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can share your files and folders on Dropbox as public links, but I'll also share an even simpler alternative that doesn't require any software downloads or complicated setup. Okay, so let's dive in. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can share your files and folders on Dropbox. So obviously before you're logged in, you're going to come across this screen. Just either create an account or log in with Google or Apple. You can just enter a verification code and then it should be all good. So first, I'll just show you how you can create a new folder. So what you want to do is you want to go to create, click folder, and then just type your folder name. So what we'll call this is just test folder, something nice and simple, and then create. And it's pretty much simple as that. So now we've got some options here. So we can drop anything in here, upload a file of a lovely picture of some people at an event. So we can see it here. Now, if I want to share that folder with someone else, what I can do is I can just click share folder over here. I can add people and add their emails. And then also I can copy the link and just send it to people if it's a public folder that I just want to share around. Now, if you want to share just this individual file within the new folder, you can just right click it here, or if we come across here, we can click the share button. And then again, we can add people to this specific file or also copy the link and send it to people if it's a public file. Now, again, if you wanted to share this file to only certain people, you can change the who can access, click it here. And then again, we can change this to add certain people. So say we just add this email here, click share. And then if we want to go back to who can access, we can see that the only option we have right now is they can view it. So again, we can always remove them so they don't have access, but right now that is the only thing they can do. Now, again, if we wanted to also share up into the test folder so they gain access to the whole folder, we can also add people here. And you can see down here where it says people added can edit, we can click this here and we can decide whether they can only view or they can edit. So generally, I would always recommend just keeping it to only view, which means they will have access to all of the files. If you're working on a project, they will see it, but they're not going to be able to edit it because, of course, things can go wrong. People can click the wrong thing and you may lose all your work. Now, as mentioned before, you can also copy a link to the test folder here and simply send it to whoever you fancy. Again, it's quite a long link, but it does the job. So that's pretty much all you have to do. And then you can go ahead and save that. And now you can either send them the link or send them an invite to this file so they have access. So as you can see, that's a fair amount of steps for something that should be very, very simple. You've got creating the folders, you've got uploading the files, configuring permission, managing the sharing settings. It can get pretty complex and it's just unnecessary. So the simpler alternative, while Dropbox works, I do have something that I typically go to as my main platform for sending links or files of any kind to my client. Now, this is TinyHost, and here's why it's so much easier. So as you can see, I'm already logged in. All I need to do is click upload file. Now I've selected the file inside my downloads. I'll call this as footage. And again, you can do this with any file, whether it's a PDF or whether it's a zip file, it really doesn't matter. You can even do it with entire websites as well. So there's no folder creation, no complex setup required. You can also see I can change password protected, so I can add a password. I can also capture email. So again, if I wanted to see who's actually seeing this image, I can capture their email. Then I can put that into a mailing list if I wanted to. The limits are endless. Let's just select no restrictions and then publish this. And within literally seconds, I have this live. You can view the link and you can see it all here. It's as simple as that. Now, if we actually just go back and compare how fast this whole process was compared to how fast the Dropbox was, and I have to admit, the whole Dropbox, as you can see, there's all these different sections. There's all these different pop-up ads. There's these click to upgrade. It's a bit overwhelming. As you can see on TinyHost, the thing I love most about it is literally that one page. You upload your file and it's live within seconds. Now, the key advantages with TinyHost and why I frankly prefer this by a mile, it's incredibly fast. From the upload all the way to the shareable link, it's everything in seconds compared to the several minutes within Dropbox. If we just go back to TinyHost, you get built-in analytics. So with this test footage, if I just click analytics here, you can see there's already one current visitor already on it. You got unique visitors, total page views, bounce rate, visit duration. You have a whole page of analytics that you can use at your fingertips to create campaign ideas, how to really get in front of your key audience or your clients or whatever. You can also create a tracking link. So there's specific clients you want to track. Again, email capture and password protection. Then you can come over and see QR code. Again, that was in seconds. I can download that and send that to whoever I wish. And then also you can come over here, you can publish custom domain. You can change your custom domain within seconds. So if I wanted to change it from, as you can see, it says testfootage.tiny.co. I could change that to testfootage.mycompany.com. And I can do all of that within seconds on the actual platform instead of trying to get DNS settings and trying to sync everything up, which I've done in the past, and it's so draining. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this link. I'm going to also create a tracking link. I'm going to call this test track, create the link. Again, super fast. I'll paste this into this URL. So this is what a client would see. Now, again, you can zoom out, you can zoom in, pretty much everything you need, and you can download it. It's all in front of the client's face. They can even copy the link themselves. What else do they want, to be honest? There is nothing else that they would actually need. And it's super, super simple compared to coming over to Dropbox and clicking it. And this is what the client sees. They see, you know, if you haven't named it, they're going to see the odd name in, they're going to see test folder, what it's been in, open in, edit. They're going to change all these share files and share buttons. It gets quite draining and quite eyesore. So you got to understand, like when you're trying to work with clients, this is exactly what you want, just clean and slick. So whilst Dropbox certainly works for file sharing, TinyHost eliminates all that complexity. There's no folder management. You can check everything within seconds. There's no permission configurations, no multiple settings pages. There's just instant file sharing with all the data you need to look professional. So whether you're sharing your work documents, portfolios, or any other files, having a quick and reliable way to get them online is essential. Now, if you found this comparison helpful, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more tips on sharing content online efficiently. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.